Do you see a difference, or what do you see in your mind a difference between just buying a custom home that's already done, or finding somebody that helps you build that custom luxury home from ground zero?
We spent a lot of time in the Pacific Northwest, so the homes that we worked on up there were already existing. So a lot of people would buy a home and then customize it to their liking.
Sure.
Working with an existing footprint or an existing structure or existing elements that would either limit their ability to do what they wanted to do. In the Henderson Valley, there's not a lot of homes, since we're kind of a young city.
Sure.
We're one of the youngest cities in the nation. There's not a lot of history when it comes to 100-plus-year-old homes that you want to preserve, or 200 homes like on the East Coast. Right. So buying a home and then customizing it, you're limited to what that current home has the ability to do.
Okay.
So if you want a really open floor concept and you want these really large sliders, and the home just structurally can't do that without massive upgrades, and even sometimes those upgrades will make it financially infeasible to actually do the project.
Sure.
So building a custom home from ground zero, working with a great architect, walking through that process, designing it, really studying each space, and developing those spaces how you would want it as a client. It's a journey, it's a process, it's fun, but you get what you want with the ability to do it from ground up. Versus like a remodel, you're limited on what the existing structure is built to.
There's limitations.
There is limitations.
Yeah. And I would assume that means, from the Northwest to our community, there's that the home buyers are totally different being, right? Because they're buying that heritage and old and stuff and everything. They want little touches, but save some of that old in there, Here it's like, hey, here's the dirt on the mountain.
Yeah.
Make me something that's just me and unique.
Vegas is known for just tearing down, rebuilding,
Yeah.
right?
Look at the strip, right? How many times, everything,
They're
it's still going.
What's really fascinating about construction is you could study each different geographical area all throughout the world, and you'll see different methods and means to build a house or a structure. And some of them have run around for 1,000+ years,
Right.
Masonry, and we still do mason in this town. Others are brand new. So that's what's so much fascinating about construction is you get to learn and develop what works for that area, and what works for Henderson or the Vegas Valley is not the same thing as like the Pacific Northwest. Like, there's not a lot of projects up there in the Pacific Northwest that put stucco on for siding, just because of the moisture and everything else. So it also based on climate too. So what works really well here to be energy efficient and cost effective is not the same as other parts. So when we are Vegas Valley, so we get people from all over the world coming in here and building these beautiful, beautiful homes. And we get to kind of educate them through the process of what really works here and what has been working here for decades. So it's a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. Okay, awesome.